A very good morning and welcome to the Voices coming to you live on Politics and Business TV here in Abuja. My name is Medina Azaki. Of course, today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's a very big day for Muslims and another big day for non-Muslims because it's a weekend for them. And for us, it's a day where you have to increase your worship and your piety. But Good Friday. I have my panel in the house. I have the only Gen Z father. Today he's looking more like a village chief. And of course, Madam Felicia.
No, Gen Z village chief. All right, good morning viewers and good morning. Madam Medina, welcome. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Today we'll be focusing on a very sensitive topic, the truth. When people say the truth and it will set you free. So we're going to find out how many people were set free from telling the truth. Did they end up in more trouble? Or did they end up at home? Or did they end up peacefully? This is what we are going to be discussing
does the truth
today.
actually exist?
Or does it even exist? Or is it that when people say the truth, you just conceal some and say the ones that you can say?
And call it diplomacy.
And call it diplomacy. But let's look at some of the events that happened, yesterday. We're being told that some northern states are off. Light is completely off. Gombe, Bauchi, I can't remember. But this is the dilemma that we've been living with in this country. Everybody comes with the prospect of, changing of electricity, providing uninterrupted electricity. And that is a campaign point. I hope that Nigerians this time around, if anybody comes to, campaign to them about electricity, they would rather stone the person than listen to him.
Well, if you want me to talk about that issue, so sorry about the phone interruption. I didn't put my phone on silent.
Because you're a village chief, that's why we kept
yes,
quiet.
I'm sorry
sometimes
about
when
that.
Village chief find themselves in a place and an environment like Abuja,
I'm entitled to man.
They will still misbehave.
It is one of you.
And
modern technologies.
No, it's a China phone. China phone.
What matters is that I say hello and you say hello back. All right, to the issue now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to talk about this issue of, poor electricity supply because it's a shame. It's becoming laughable.
It is laughable. It's not even
laughable in the sense that we supply light to other countries and we supply what we don't have. We are giving light to Benin Republic, Ghana, and the likes of and then we don't have. What's the difference between Nigeria and some of these northern states you're talking about? And they have lights. So you see, that goes to show that we are not, that is still part of the telling the truth.
Truth, they are.
Gaskiya tefi. Don't disappear.
Gaskiya. Somebody will come on national TV and tell you blue-black lie.
Is there anything like blue-black lie?
When something is blue,
white lie. I have heard white lie. I don't know what
blue
white
lie. Blue lie has to do with your emotions.
Okay, blue lie.
The color blue, the deep.
I thought it's purple, that is royalty.
Okay. I mean, sorry, purple. Blue too. This is royal blue. Do you understand me? So, and all those things, and then, especially the sky blue light, for example, that's when you go to some rooms, when they want to put red light, they put sky blue light. So now people come to tell you lies. And look at this. This is one of the biggest lies.
And that's why I brought it up. Because we were discussing lie.
The North has enough landmass sunlight to power West Africa. Not Nigeria. So how many billion does it take to build a power station? And just don't even connect to the national grid. Just build an independent solar panel system. Call Japan, call China to come and do it. 5 years contract. And then the state will have their own light.
After all, the federal government said you can generate your light independently. People like Bayelsa and some part of the south part of the country have started generating their own light. Abba has gotten that a long time ago. I think they have solved the issue of light.
Abba has solved it. The government.
And I think Bayelsa, one of these south states, has also, generating their own light too. So if electricity has been decentralized at the federal level, why is it so difficult for states to key into? I'm talking about the northern state. That's where the big shame is, isn't it? We have solar, we have wind, we have landmass, we even have dams. So we have so much, alternatives. Even if we say we don't want the gas, electricity, the electricity that comes from gas. I mean, we have other channels.
Why it is happening in the north is simple. Can I speak truth to power?
Yes, of course.
It's because the part of the north, leaders mix truth with religion, lies with religion. They hide lies
Under religion.
Somebody look at you and tell you that for you not to have this light, it is the wish of God for you to remain like that.
And you remain like that.
And you will remain like that. If you see, when you meet a real Muslim that practices and preaches Islam, you will love it. But when you see the ones that are, in fact, the ones that are being polluted, they will now use religion, just even in the Christendom, it's everywhere. You see somebody will come and tell you, things like this whole situation you find yourself, that is where you're supposed to be. What happens to his child? Why is your own child not in that situation? Why are you bringing out your child? So there's a lot of lies. Northern leaders control and deliberately impoverish people, and deliberately control people. That is why the classism philosophy is high in the north, where the rich will continue to marry the rich, and the poor will
continue to marry the poor.
It is almost impossible for a very that Masoud Talaka, the poor man, to come and approach the daughter of and say he wants to marry him. But from the south where I come from, it's possible. Very easy.
There's no class.
They can be broken easily. What matters is that I have affection for you. But in the north, if you must have affection, you must limit it within your class. And that's why you see their weddings. You see it.
It's always there. It's so glaring. But let's come to the subject of discussion and talking about the truth. I'm going to start with the question of how is it easy to tell the truth, even if it is half truth? How is it?
If truth is easy, then it will not be bitter. It's not easy.
They say truth is bitter.
And that's why it's not easy. Anything bitter, before you even take those don't wear small. Before you take a Panadol, you have to close your eyes because you are trying to imagine the bitterness. Do you understand me? So truth is nice. Do you understand me? So truth is not bitter. And don't you must understand now? Truth has been watered down into so many ways. We have diplomacy. We have discretion. These are synonyms and English language we use to, which is helpful for human existence because there's some truth you cannot. I posted it on the platform.
Yes.
I said, there's some truth you tell that will lead to the death of a person.
So you just have to keep it quiet.
Yes. If somebody comes to us and say, I'm looking for a so, and you know that person is carrying a gun, you will not say you know his house. You say, who will you look for?
The diplomacy lie.
The word is united.
Diplomacy truth, or what do you call it?
Diplomacy lies truth. You're not either lie. It's not lie. It's not true. That's diplomacy.
So is it between?
It is center.
Like now you go find your
choose
balance.
Let me say choose the one that suits you. That's diplomacy. I'm not telling you are bad. I'm not saying you are good. No, I'm saying that you are bad.
But you can't tell me that I'm bad.
You can't be direct because the truth hurts. Let me tell you one thing about truth. Truth also can be, interpreted based on regions. And I'll explain.
Okay.
In Nigeria, when you say the truth, you are regarded as a talkative. Watch each time a person is called a talkative. Go and find out why they call him that talkative. He just says something that is sharp. You shut up this child. I hope he's listening to me. He was ejected before yesterday. I knew he was going to lose that court case.
From his house?
Yes, thrown away all his properties outside.
Yeah, there. That's a sad
court order. He kept showing me a cookie. I said, okay, well, okay. I cannot tell him that, look, that this evidence you are providing for the court cannot earn you justice. Do you know why?
No.
He's kind of person, the moment you tell him the word truth, he cuts you off.
So you allow him to
quarrel. They say, now would they argue with Oba, now indeed go suffer. Because you cannot stand arguing with Oba. You need that while talking to him. So the longer you stay arguing, the more your news
will hurt.
So there are some people that instead of in Igbo they say, come on, yes, you see, Igbos are listening to me. Instead of yes, will cause quarrel. Woman just does not tell them the truth. Even leaders, political leaders suffer because you cannot stand arguing with the other. You need that while talking to them. So the longer you stay arguing, the more your news
will hurt.
So there are some people that instead of in Igbo they say, come on, yes, you see, Igbos are listening to me. instead of yes, will cause quarrel. You must not tell them the truth. Even leaders, political leaders, you dare tell them the truth, you're fired. You're not loyal. You talk too much.
And that's when hypocrisy comes in, isn't it?
Of course, hypocrisy is the grandson.
Madam Felicia, you've just been quiet watching our mouth. You don't have anything to say.
No, I'm waiting for him to land.
You don't wait for him to land.
Don't wait for him to land, though. Say what you have to say.
I don't even believe there's anything like truth. And just as divine courage, I call it, from God, to be able to say the truth. Because as I earlier said, there's nothing like truth. Truth has led so many people into their graves. It has silenced so many in our today's society, even in religious domain. If you are a leader, maybe a member of a church, you say the truth to your pastor or even to your reverend, you are being silenced. I've seen it happen.
You can be denied positions.
You can be denied positions. They put you in a place whereby you are even more or less being in a prison. You cannot come out. They give you no assignment. You are not assigned to anything to do.
Very true.
But that's where the disheartening comes in, and the unfortunate part.
And you know the worst part of it?
You know,
it leads people into depression. Because if you are put in a place where you are more or less being in a prison
for doing the right thing,
or saying the right thing, you are completely silenced. You go into depression because no one listens to you. No one can come to you.
No, but when we say the religious house, for every religion where people go to seek for peace, to seek for direction, and then maybe for the Catholic, where I just go behind the confession, and then I say whatever I want to say. Shouldn't that be a place where
you should speak the truth?
I should speak the truth. When I go there and they say, my child, say it all, and I begin to say it. Shouldn't it be like that?
It's supposed to be like that. But let me tell you the truth. It's difficult to really go and confide in someone in the society we have found ourselves now without hearing what you go to confide in outside or elsewhere. I've come across a man, a young guy, who was expelled in the seminary just because he said he spoke the truth.
We have the case. We have the reverend sister that came.
Yes, he went and
what happened to her?
To his own spiritual director as he called. Sorry, I'm saying I know Catholics.
No, you are talking of, you are going too far. What of this? The reverend sister that just confessed recently.
Yes, the one on this.
What did they do to her? She was attacked.
Who attacked her?
The organization, of course.
But she's alive, isn't she?
Yeah, we don't know what about for now, but she faced serious attack.
Yes, I don't think she's still in the, maybe in the...
She was even expelled for coming to say the truth.
Maybe she has been expelled.
So then why do we have religious institutions?
And that's the same religion that...
See, and that brings me to what I wanted to tell you. You see, I was just watching you when you were talking. If you want to have more enemies, breathe the truth. Be a truth sayer. I'm a victim to that. I'm not 100% truthful. Don't quote me. But to a large extent, I don't. I told her, John, I said, and she tested me and said, I want to know if you are the both type that you don't. I said, I don't take her. And the next day she came to the meeting and I said it openly. That is why today I don't have a best friend. In my entire life, I'm saying that I don't have a best friend. For a man like me, that's almost 50, I don't have a best friend. Do you know why? I'm like, and I found out that it's hereditary. Although that side of me is hereditary. My mom's 80th birthday, no best friend.
Just normal friends.
Just, of course, she's more or less like a lodger. She has shops. All her tenants, of course, if you don't come, you're in trouble. So all the tenants came. The houses where she has her houses, when they give
ones came.
Everybody came.
Family
the
members.
Church member came. Of course, being a mama. And then people started liking her over the years for creating that niche for herself. That mama does not have friend when it comes to telling the truth. So when they now got to know her, they took years, over 40 years for people to accept her like that. It took over 40 years. And I found out that side of her, I have it. I don't care about what you say. I will tell you to your face. That's what the day you were discussing something. He said, I will not come here and pretend to you that I'm not aware that so person got a job there. Because that in me there, when you were talking about that job thing, my internal being was restless. But that's not me.
So how do we ensure a society where truth Because truth is supposed to drive change.
You're asking a
It's
difficult
supposed
question.
to drive growth. No, because that's where the dilemma that we found ourselves. And because it also starts from our homes. Because when a family as a unit, there is no truth. There is half truth here, there is no truth here, can see it's very glaring on you that there's no truth in what you are doing.
Not even what you are doing. The children, the easiest way the child can copy lies from a parent is when you don't keep to promises. I learned that serious a long time ago. If I promise my child something and I'm not going to do it, I come to explain to them, oh, this is why I could not do it. I don't just leave it hanging. They pick it. They register it in their minds. And when they lie, do you know children lie?
Yeah.
It's not me, oh.
Not me, oh. Mommy, it's not me, oh.
So, if a child can lie, according to my friend, who are me? Who are me? Who are me?
To lie.
Not to lie. So this lie thing, or this truth thing.
Is there anything like innocent truth?
It's tautology for me, oh. Innocent and truth.
Yes.
Truth is either truth or is not truth. Somebody will come in Nigeria, and before they start a meeting, yeah, please, can we all pray? Father, as we're about to start this meeting, we commit this meeting into your hands. Let everything be done in your name. In Jesus' name, amen. And the person that prayed that prayer will start the meeting with lies. So where is the truth? At the end of the day, somebody will go to court. I say the truth, nothing but the truth. So they're not looking at your lips.
They're looking at your eyes.
Facial expression, your eyeball. And that's why they recommend.
But some people can fake it.
No.
Adding criminals. Yes.
You don't even know why they are doing that.
But some do.
No, you may not. If you not what is average, they will know. One part of the body will move. Now they can give you time to rest after 10 minutes. Ask you the same question in another pattern.
So even the voice from the tone of
and your question, every part of the body is a revealer. I love you, and your actions you are not giving somebody money.
I love it. Why must it boil down to I love you but money? Why must money always be the end game to I love you, I love you?
Well, because money is the reflection of the heart of a human being.
Okay.
Money is your heart. It's in the Bible. Where the man's treasure is, where is that? That is where his heart is. So money is a man's heart. You now listen, I'm talking to you now. Any man that loves you, the easiest way to know is his money. Chicken, huh?
No, but it could also be lost. It could also be giving you money for something else.
No, if a man loves you, not giving you money, I'm not going to, for example, if you give me money now, the first person that will is my wife. Subconsciously, I do it. I have an account number in my head. 004048960 GT. I push it, hold it. I collect from her. She now gives me money to hold. That's the way to tell her that I love you. I can trust you with my money. She knows when I'm on financially, when I'm not.
We're going to be discussing joint account in weddings, in marriage.
I
will find out how much trustworthy you people are.
No, that depends on the women. So women, I know of a friend that they gave him check and he squeezed the check inside his jacket. The wife must not see it. Well, I women who are extravagant in nature. You are showing an average Libra born, your check, or a Virgo, or an Aquarius born, or a Capricorn. The next thing you see requests to start popping out.
Thank God you didn't mention cancer.
No, because you people are so self-independent
that we don't even need.
You are one kind of people that even when you are dying, you keep it to yourself. To ask for help before a cancer can open the mouth and say, "I beg, help me." He has tried it. She has even tried God and didn't get help. Am I lying, man?
No.
Very difficult. That's the pride they have because they don't want you to insult them. So they do it by themselves. They can carry the trailer, carry the bus, and carry the bicycle. All at once.
All right, so let's go back to the focus of the discussion itself, the truth and nothing but the truth. Is that where we found a world full truth?
Some say full truth, but it depends.
You did say you are going to lecture
communication. And most cases, people lie non-verbal. Even fake life is a lie. You're not telling the truth about yourself. Fake life. So you can see that the bodily non-truth is even louder. And that's why the white man, there's a coinage that says, action speaks
louder than voice.
louder than your voice. So what are the actions? The way you do things. Nigeria as a country, we're not telling ourselves the truth. We are sitting down on what I call the I don't want to use the word coke, but the gas effect in a bottle. When you shake the bottle that has a particular liquid that has so much gas,
It would pop out.
pop out. The day they will uncover or uncork that cover, because there's so much lies, and we are living in a falsetto character, fake life.
Which one is the most ridiculous? Which one is the most ridiculous truth that you can ever say?
When you lie to yourself, that's the worst. When you don't tell the truth to yourself, you are doomed. It is okay to lie to people. It's okay to lie to organizations. It's okay to lie to nations, to anybody. But when you begin to lie
To myself.
yourself, you are a standing corpse.
But it affects you psychologically,
No,
physically.
you know the bad thing about lying to yourself. You know the pride, ego, these are blinders. They blind you. And when you now mix it with self-deceit, you are doomed. And most of people who behave like this are in leadership positions. Because you know why? Those who don't tell, like I'm taking the lecture now, those who don't tell the truth, check most of them, they succeed. And you envy them. You that is truthful, you're not wants to come out, the one will catch the leg and draw it down. And that one that draw it down will not start clamping. He to get to the top to come out, another one will draw it down. At the end of the day, none of them will get out of that bucket. Because
You pull him down,
Keep
pull
pulling.
her down syndrome. Yeah.
that is one of the tools of those who tell lies to themselves. They are desperate, they are in politics. They are in politics, so they enjoy it. Because one, they are shameless, they don't tell themselves the truth. Because if you have respect for your conscience, your conscience is not dead. Conscience will only, there will be a still small voice that will only speak to you. That's why when you do something wrong, sometimes that voice will come in. That guilt will come in. But
So for those who don't say the truth and they progress, how do they do it?
desperation now,
Okay.
desperation has no respect for morals.
Okay, so you
Respect for morals.
throw your morals to the dogs.
That's, a desperate person doesn't care. You know it's called desperation. You know now, when you are desperate, you know now, when you are desperate, you don't have respect for laws, principles, procedures, rules. The Machiavellian approach, the ends justify.
The means.
You don't care.
And if they are so desperate, they have made it part of them already.
A desperate person doesn't know. If you're telling a desperate person that, do you know this drug business you are doing, you are harming the lives of children? You say, is your own child harmed? As your child come to complain to me, I'm harming him. To complain to me, I'm harming him.
You know this phrase, the end justify the means. We just
They are so desperate, they have made it part of them already.
A desperate person doesn't know. If you're telling a desperate person that, do you know this drug business you are doing, you are harming the lives of children? You say, is your own child harmed? As your child come to complain to me, I'm harming him.
Oh, there. You just caught me dancing. Welcome back. It's all the voices coming to you live on Politics and Business TV, Abuja. And our focus today is the truth. Our next phase of discussion will be focusing on family truth. Who says the truth? Who says the worst truth? Or who says the half truth? Before we begin to wrap it up, who says the truth in the family? Is it the mother or is it the father?
Let me begin. It's the father.
The father is the one who says the truth.
He says the truth.
Like
from my own experience. The father says the truth.
I'm happy because the father is Go ahead. Yeah, my party now.
Okay, party of fathers.
If the father has money, or if he sells, for example, a typical example, if he sells a piece of land, or one among his houses he sells one out, he tells us, even before selling, he tells us, I'm going to sell out this house or this piece of land for this purpose. And when he does that, he tells us how much the house is being sold.
Totally, exact money.
Exact money.
Your father is a cent.
How much he has taken out to give maybe the agent. Then how much he's been given to each and every one of us. We are only 3.
Okay.
I'm away, but he has my account number. He will tell one of them, send this amount to your daughter. My daughter.
Your father went to seminary school?
He was trained by the whites and he worked with them.
And there's some touches because your father is not.
So he does that very well. And when it comes to feeding in the home, he doesn't hide. He farms. He gives people money to farm. Whatever the produce is that is being brought back home, he gives to the house. The house widow he helps. In the church, he gives a percentage of whatever he brings back for the widows and orphans. So for me, from my experience, the father says it.
I'm not talking about this kind of economic truth. I'm talking about emotional truth.
Yes,
I'm talking about truth in a family where a man marries a woman. He knows he can't give birth. I mean, he cannot impregnate a woman. He knows he has that problem. But physically, sexually, he's fine. He's okay. But he has a problem that he's dealing with.
Low sperm count.
Low sperm count. And because she's a young woman, he doesn't want to lose her to somebody else. He keeps pretending or even pushing, that's the blame on her to say, you are the one who is the cause of the problem. So they continue to visit one hospital after the other. Meanwhile, he has a way of, changing his own results. There's a way you do your things that you can easily go back after the test and say, look, don't release that particular test. Just leave it as.
There's a movie to write this what you're saying. There's a movie.
And so the woman keeps living in a trauma of saying, I can't give birth. This is the kind of truth that couples hide. Another kind of truth is a woman who has 2-3 kids for a man. Maybe out of his 5 kids, only 2 are his. 3 belong to somebody else. That's very, very.
That's a killer.
And today people are saying for every family, there must be a DNA test to ascertain who exactly is my kid. That's also throwing a lot of people off balance. My neighbor many years ago, she is in her late 50s. And one day we were just gisting and she said, I never loved him, even till today. I said, so why did you marry him? She said, I just want to have kids. I loved somebody else. It didn't come. So I decided to marry him to fulfill societal, needs. But as I speak to you today, as a grandmother, I don't love him. So I see a house where the father is always somewhere because he has retired. He's always somewhere reading his newspapers or attending to his garden or focusing on his screen. And then I see the mother and the kids on one part. They gist, they laugh, they do everything. So he lives an isolated life. The only thing that brings them together is prayer, or maybe they have issues they have to sort. But this is a woman. She's married to somebody for over 30-something years. And she said, I never loved him.
So all
now, reality has set in. You see, I was going there. Now you have confirmed what I'm trying to say. That a woman is worse.
Yes.
In that. Because a man is not meant to love.
Why?
No, I mean, a woman is meant to love, a man is meant to love, a woman is meant to submit.
Respect.
Yes, respect. Reciprocate the love from a man.
With respect.
With respect. Now, I was just saying something this morning to her before I came in. I said, there are people born particular period of time who love a man because of money. That is their nature. They don't have any genuine love for anybody once you don't have money. And they pretend and hide it. So God bless the queen. The day the man loses his job, the crack will start in that marriage. Crack will start. And this is why I advise people to go and study personality traits, strengths and weaknesses, love life, behavioral dispositions, different. The way the Cancer love is different from the way the Pisces will love.
How does Cancer love?
Very protective when they fall in love. If they fall in love genuinely, they can be protective, especially their children or more. Yeah, and the Cancer woman, is a man that is her friend. You cannot insult her husband in her presence. You can insult the husband of an Aries in her presence, and she will be the referee self. It's okay. It's about telling the man, you're right, you're insulting my husband, or the man, are you insult? She will sit at the fence. They always sit at the fence. And an Aries will sit at the fence. They doesn't want the other party to see her as a good, but they like to be the one to appear as the good person. Meanwhile, they're the
devil.
Yes. They are like that. So if you have an Aries around you, you don't know that about them, then you are wasting your time. They can sacrifice anybody for their personal interest. That's why they don't have friends, they're politicians. Naturally. So a Pisces woman will, of course, the Pisces woman is an Aries woman, even you both of you are on the water line, money is a factor too. Money too is a factor. I told her this morning.
You don't have it before see.
I told her this morning. The other woman supplying food. I told her, I said, yeah, Pisces. Well, you want people pretend. They say, I say, hey, watch it. I know you. I want my boy, what's his name again? Tony. I said, you want to marry this guy, Pisces. I hope you know the day money come off your hand, marriage don't finish you. They'll start having issues with you. The love will start dying. He told them, say, bros, leave this way. They talk. Today the marriage is over. The marriage is over today as I'm talking to you.
Bros, marriage is over.
They are gone. The Mary has gone because the boy lost his job.
He's no longer there.
Money is longer there.
Was she not doing anything? Sorry,
They start reacting. Pepper, you know, they have pepper body. They start having pepper body that is not necessary. And you'll be wondering what is causing it. Oga, that pipe has been blocked.
It needs to be opened.
Yes. So back to what you are saying now. Relating it to hiding deep secret. A woman can hide deep secrets more than a man. A man can lose. How many times did Samson hide secret from Delilah? But at the end of the day, he gave his life to Delilah. But Samson did not know Delilah's secret. That Delilah was planning to kill him. So you can see. That is the woman knows that this thing is capable enough to provoke a human being. Any human being. And the man is saying, don't worry. So, Madam, run. No.
A pretender.
Run. A real man, he will tell you. What's big for? He will say it. No matter how you try to keep it, he will say it. He will tell you his mind. That is a sign. Watch it. Don't stop that thing. Most women, that is why most relationships don't end in marriage. When you activate the snail character of a man, you lose that man.
What is the snail character of a man? We talked about the crapology.
When you touch a man, what happens? When you touch a snail, what happens?
It withdraws.
That's a man for you. Every man has a snail. Fortunately, God created, the only difference between man and animals is that God gathered the whole qualities in all the animal and put in a man, in a human being. Then when it comes to animal, he divided it. Animals kidnap, I hope you know, dolphin fish.
Yes.
When they love a woman, they will kidnap the woman.
And take her away.
Yes. So every good and bad thing in a human being, God just divided it in animals. But when animals, that's why they tell you, you are behaving like an animal. The question is, what particular animal? There's a way you behave, they say, look at this one, behaving like one animal. But the question is, what are you behaving like? A lion? Chicken? Goat? I sure you are behaving like one animal.
And again, I want to say that answering your question, who says it's truth when it comes to family?
Is a man.
Is a man. The woman, most women don't say the truth to their husbands. You can imagine a man.
I'm happy you're
confessing. And that's why it's been said in our African way of talking that the woman is the only one who knows the father of her children.
Mm-hmm.
A woman may be pregnant for a man, for two men at the same time, but she will never say it to the man she's living with in the house. And that's why at times
I can even tell you the women, the personalities that have that kind of mind more.
That's why you see at times.
I will tell you, they are listening to me. Ask them if I'm lying.
Speaking differently. Some may even come in form of, I don't know whether they are like animal lives or whatever. They don't look like anyone, any member of the family.
The whole time they will look.
Yes, they will look. But
the law of attraction, of course.
What happens today that we have lost that word, truth?
No, we have lost it from time now.
Yes.
Abraham in the Bible told them that he said that
give him that thing you need. You don't have to add another, maybe whatever juju to attract love from the man.
That is why when a woman keeps quiet when she's supposed to react, a man will not sleep.
Because he doesn't know what comes after.
Enter your soup, you are gone. When a woman keeps quiet, that's women most of the. I said it yesterday. Every woman
talking about the women
strength in your mouth.
The women who are like that. Who are the women?
So that
I don't deviate.
Women who have that kind of mind to keep. The Scorpio woman can do that. A Libra woman has capacity. A Capricorn is key to that, including their men. They can keep it. Even a Taurus can do it. I'm a Taurus. We can do it too. Keep it grave till we die.
Thank God we Cancer don't belong to those category of.
Well, I don't know. I've not dabbled deeper to know that, but I know people that are worse. Number one is Scorpio. In fact, a Scorpio will never marry you. One of the conditions for love for a Scorpio is ability to keep secret.
Okay, let's come to. You were saying something that some truth leads you to the grave.
Yes.
Some leads to the destruction of countries, and that is where we have the diplomacy. It is not truth, it is not lying.
We manage it.
We manage it. And that is why they say people who are frank can't be a diplomat, because they will just spoil everything. But let me ask you, what is the difference between, or I'm brutally frank? I have a friend who used to say, I'm brutally frank. And somebody who say, I'm a very honest person. I'm a very truthful person. What's the difference? Being brutally frank and being truthful.
Frank and truth, they have strong connection. They are just the mixture of different words, but slight difference. You know, being truthful, being frank is spontaneous. But being truthful is deliberate. You can be frank spontaneously. Sometimes out of careless talk, you're just being frank. You're spontaneous, you just say it and move on. And it goes with the wind. But truth, is deliberately told. Because the circumstances that lead to you being frank is even from the circumstances that lead to you being truthful.
Okay.
They are not the same circumstances.
Okay, so truth is deliberate and frank is spontaneous.
Yes.
Okay. I can't
that's
say
frank.
that.
It's spontaneous.
Truth I see is open and honest.
It's deliberate, first of all.
Deliberate. It's not
your five senses will agree.
That you have to say it.
Before the mouth will now zoom. But frank, the senses don't need to connect. Boom.
But this is okay.
You are not understand, but you understand, so you don't get lost. It's a reflect. Frank exists within the reflect action, within what you call the representation of the surreal. Your imagination just shoots. The truth? No.
All right. So back to the question of how truth destroy either family or countries. Let's even start from the family then before we go to the larger society.
Yes.
When a woman decides to tell the children to say, look, he's not your father. When she decides to open, when she summons that courage over the years to say, look, the man here is not your father. Or I don't know where she starts with. Maybe she starts telling the father that, look, I've been keeping this for a very long time. And today, I just need to let it out. And maybe she decides to confide in him to say, look, I just have to say it. Even if you're going to kill me, just kill me. And then the man will say, I think we need to call a family meeting.
You now see why I said truth is deliberate.
It's deliberate. So then the man says, we need to have a family meeting. Let people know, let your children know who the worst out of us is. In that kind of scenario, I don't want to build what happens, you know, like a drama series. I don't want to start building a scene of what happens. But in that kind of scenario, what is the likely outcome? Is it an outcome of total rejection of the mother? Or a scenario where there's some kind of understanding, where some children will say, why did you do it?
Okay.
Is it out
I don't know if
trust?
what she said something. Let me just say one thing. Every reaction is a product of an action. Every reaction is a product of what?
Reaction.
An action. There is no, I keep saying there's some things we say, we just like, there is no smoke without fire. Do you know the meaning of that?
I've never thought of it.
We
We used to think just the ordinary
who dash monkey?
banana.
Monkey cannot climb banana tree, but so how did you get it? And his best food. His words. What led to it? There's no smoke.
Without fire.
So anywhere you see smoke, fire has existed. Either it's still burning or it's been put off. But it is a sign
That something happened.
that something called fire
Happened. Right?
happened here. For a woman to give birth without telling a man, they should also trace the foundation of that relationship first. Was she insulted? Was she looked down? I have a woman listening to me, her name, I don't want to call her name for some reasons.
No, please don't.
Her family of the man told her, you are barren. A barren woman, you can't give birth. Insulted her. Meanwhile, the man is the one that cannot pregnant her.
This is the first example I remember that I gave.
Do you know what she did? She cried. And the man knew.
That he had the problem.
And the man knows that the woman knows. But the man begged the man not to tell the family.
Begged the woman not to tell the family.
Not to tell his own family.
So, and she carried the cross.
So she was carrying a cross, collecting insults that
For
is
a
being
crime
caused by the son. And the man too can also defend the woman where the family is too. So when the woman got angry and went to get pregnant from another man, she told me the story herself. I'm not telling you that they say.
No, be then say
In
them
fact,
say.
last night I was in the house with my children to go and greet the children because our children comes to my house to play with my children. So I told my children, because there's something I taught my children, that brings me to what I told my children. I said, I call it avoid see-finish relationship. See-finish relationship. I call it Imeni in Igbo. My mom taught me that thing. And what other any friend that tells you, I don't know how to visit, is not your friend. If you visit, I like to strike a balance. My children, the children comes to my house to visit. You too, go and visit them too. So that the balance will be there. And even though the house the woman is staying, my last daughter could not sit down. For like 10 minutes, she was scared because the house was not complete, with crack everywhere. But you know that it's a building that is collapsing, that the woman is just managing her life.
To put it together.
Just managed to put 1 or 2 wire and bulb and one small TV and small rickety bed for her and 2 children to eat, to sleep and eat, And she's a hustler. So my children were like, one of my daughters was, and I told her, hey, sit down here. Sit down on this rickety chair and bed.
So that you appreciate what people have.
Don't visit friends because of class. No. So I teach them that, and they appreciated this. Only after 10 minutes, she got used to it and was jumping about with the woman's son, clamping the whole bed everywhere, doing some assault on the carpet in that very unkept, haggard environment. And I was happy that I was able to achieve that. Now back to what I was trying to tell you. The woman told me the story herself. That she went to she then timed her ovulation period. Said, okay, I want a girl. She saw the signs that, okay, this one is a girl, and then boom, she went to meet a man and did not tell the man what is going to happen. And seduced the man, had sex with the man, got pregnant.
And walked away.
Just to get the egg of the man. And boom, 9 months she gave birth. If you see, the girl is 9 years now. Beautiful girl like her. As if that's not enough again, she said, okay, to further prove to the parents of the man that she can born both girl
and boy.
She now targeted the ovulation period to find out the white signs, discharge, and find out, okay, this is a sign for a boy. Went to the same man. What I liked about her own that she didn't go to different men.
No, she wanted somebody to call her own.
She went to the same man until it's done. That is why after ejaculation there is regret. Go and ask any man this thing I'm telling you. After that moment of that urge, the man has lost his senses completely. The man is not thinking. No, a man is empty like a bottle until fume. And when he gets out, what have I done? The deed has been done. So therefore, that's productive. And after so many years, she opened up. And that brings the last but not least before I go, that was why I did not marry a girl called Theodora. I was supposed to marry at the age of 28. That was my first attempt to marry. Because of course I finished school so early, got a job in Echo in one of the banks, and I was doing well, 120,000 naira, 2007, 6, that's big money every 24th of every month in your account. I bought a baby boy Honda, I was doing big boy, and I was posted, so I wanted to marry. And I told my mom I want to marry, and they said I should bring the girl, and the girl had a son for 8 years, and she was 24 years. So my mother did a calculator. 24 minus 8.
That's 16.
So you carry belly for 16 years. You don't tell the man for 8 years, say you get picking for him. The girl did not tell the man. And your mother at 16 did not flog you with cane and say, go show me who give you belly. No, my daughter, not be my son. And that's how that relationship crashed. So women, from my experience, my friends' experience, and what I've seen in society, the idea behind DNA is for women, no?
Not for men.
It's not for men. So women, it's for women now. It's for women. If not, because a man, that's why 10 boys can stay.
But where is the phrase where people say, a family must have some level of trust for them to continue to exist? Where would they find the trust when I tell half truth, she tells half truth, you tell quarter truth, somebody else says no truth?
You have answered it now, so let that be. You have already answered. I will tell you how you have answered it yourself.
The part is that still remains that people should go back to the books, to the holy books, because there are some verses I believe in Quran and even in Islam that.
But he just told you that even Abraham didn't say the truth.
No, even if he said that was it was an example. But
that's what we call a modern day discretion.
Discretion.
To stay alive.
Okay.
Could have killed him. Go ahead.
Because like if we do believe in our religion, we know that our religion preaches a particular religion preaches saying the truth. What did Christ come into the world for? He came, he died because of what did he say?
But that was not the truth he was referring to.
Yes, no, I'm just
it's not the physical truth I will talk to. That's what Christ was referring to there. But I will explain to what he's referring.
To come to terms with saying the truth. Because for how long as a woman will you be saying the
But he just told you that there is no truth anywhere. So the
truth Christ was referring to in that regard was his word. The word of God is truth.
It's the word of God.
Not about physical. After all, Peter looked at him and said, I don't know you 3 times.
He denied him.
I know you.
The same Peter that used knife to butcher the ear of a soldier.
He denied himself.
Say, me, Jesus, Belseneva, I don't know him.
Like, I was just beating up something. Like in a family, now what I'm saying that people should try and go back to the world. No matter what, maybe the instances that we're given and all that. For a woman, I can't imagine myself being in a womb.
But have you been truthful to your husband?
100%.
Have you 100%? You've been 100%.
I have been. Let me not give myself 100%, but 95%.
You've been
truthful to my husband. Rather, he's the one who is not being truthful to me.
Okay.
Yes.
You are truthful to him 95%.
Yes. Maybe you're so 60.
I will challenge that.
Yes, please challenge it.
You know I'm going to challenge that. The husband knows your entire stories from in the past.
I told him.
Did you tell him all?
I told him.
That's what women. That's why you know a woman.
Honestly, I told him.
Have you seen? How many women come and tell before you married me, I was in a shower in Anya, and I was doing a shower in Enugu.
The shower is not.
I'm glad that's Yamana.
Please, that kind of word is too absurd.
Okay, sorry. I was a prostitute.
I was a prostitute.
Okay, let me say sorry, viewers, for using that.
Not even I was prostitute. I played around.
Okay, I played around.
You should have allowed me to play saying what.
Do you? No, not allow me this one.
My own husband. My own husband.
You see, it's very easy.
It's very women out there. I didn't know. You understand? That can be disheartening. For me, I felt it was betrayal.
The question I will ask you is that how much truth have you told him about yourself? It's not about messing around. It could not necessarily be messing around. It could be something else. I did this some time ago. I hit this some time ago. I betrayed this person some time ago. Is that another kind of truth that we need to tell? I
don't really love you. It's because of the money.
I don't really love you. I don't really love you.
It's because of the money.
I married you just because
you are handsome.
Not even that. I married you because there's a societal pressure. Time is running out on me. I needed to get somebody by my side.
That has happened to
I'm entering to my old age. I need a comfort. Or, like you said, I married you because you're handsome. If I marry somebody because you're handsome, I think I have a right to do that. I can't marry an ugly man. So if I marry you because you're handsome, I think that's what I preferred. But the situation where people say
whether he has character or not.
Whether he has character. Thank you.
No, it's
you
true,
marry
man.
handsome and end up with terrible character.
I'm telling you, an average Gemini girl goes for the fine boy. An average Virgo girl will pay transport from here to Guaguala to go and visit a fine boy. So what are we saying? And then that is why go and check these two women. They make most, although they have their strength, they hardly divorce. But they make most of them
The
make
biggest mistake.
man choosing men. Because they, of course, there are some like the Pisces and the Libra. Once they enter, go, no go, they jet out. But the Gemini woman will stay there.
I think maybe I tell about 45%. Let me just say my own. I tell about 45%. Yes, I can be frank, but I won't say.
Let me say
my own. Before I say 45% truth, and I end it there.
I leave the place for God.
I leave the place for God. No, because what I hate is to deceive myself. Because when I go back into myself, and I like my friend will say, I have meeting with myself. I have to tell myself, look, this is not a go area. It's gone. It's gone. And just the way we are.
Strong way. When you make a decision,
and I also know that some things that I will say will hammer my independence. And that is where I don't want to joke with it. So why will I go and say it?
That independence is very important.
Who send me? Why will I hurt my ego? So let me say the 45%. If you decide to find out the 55% later, that's your problem. It's not my problem.
What you are saying, I quite agree with you, because that 95% that I said to, I later started regretting. I was wondering, why did I have to say all? Almost all. You know, that really made me to feel so bad. I began to regret why I said it. I shouldn't have said it.
Can I explain why you said it 95%?
Why did I say it?
Now I'm going psychological now. Do you know why he said that now? Do you know why he said it?
To get the attention of
If I see your husband now, and I see you, I can tell the level of exposure between two of you. The gap is wide.
Listen.
You are listening. We are going to pay you for this. One of the things that causes such thing is percentage of exposure, level of exposure between two people. Why do you think they will tell a man, don't go and marry a village girl? A village girl, don't go marry a city man. When there is, that's why I always advise women. When your husband is rising up there mentally, up there means mentally, you two must develop mentally. You don't know how to dance?
Go and learn how to dance.
Go and learn.
You don't know how to dress? Go and learn.
You don't know how to cook. Social. Your mother will not take you for party. You will take. So when a man knows left, right, and center, up, down, in, out, he pass you. You somehow subconsciously be at his mercy and respond just everything like a slave to him.
Because you don't want to lose him at that period.
Don't you know that a man who is a fine boy with money, with good job, knows that he has those qualities? The same thing with a woman. I met a girl a few years when I was in school. I was dating my friend, Feya Kinibabe, my colleague where I was working, one of the banks. And the girl was bragging that my boyfriend is a banker, and I shut her up. I said, shut up. A young boy of 27 years that is a banker, earning 160,000 every month, knows he can grab any girl of your class anytime. You are just in 200 level.
So it's very easy for him.
You're not a big deal for him.
You're not a big deal.
A boy working in Chevron, earning 2.5 million monthly, and you in Kaduna State, in one Kagoro local government, the boy now toast you.
And you be a teacher.
And you're a teacher, and the boy now toast you. And excuse me now, I don't know if I'm making sense. Comparison wise,
you fall flat.
Comparison wise, even you don't say thank you, Jesus. You'll be so you will see yourself as privileged.
But you use Madam Felicia's Kagoro.
No, madam, no, not you now. I'm telling you what happens.
Let him go and test a girl in Lagos.
Let him go and test the same class of Chevron.
For there you go. No, say no there any level.
So sometimes class division and class levels.
And men exploit that.
Of course, both parties, especially men.
Especially men.
They exploit it. They know that you always want to tell them the truth because you don't want to lose them. They know who they are. Do you know what they carry? Do you understand?
Yes.
Like for me now, I might not have your own money, but I know if I talk to you, one of the things I pride myself for is, by the grace of God, not by my parents, I make boast of nothing, is that I know that if I open my mouth for 30 minutes, listen, you know, this one is sound. And there are women who would die for a man who just with sound. They will just know. And that was something. The first time I met you as my MD, I knew you were cancer. I know cancers are lovers of knowledge.
Yes.
Am I
And
like
that's why, of course.
So the first time I met her, that was she corrupted me to many shows. I started dishing it out, and it was working. So that is why people must be ahead, proactive, by knowing the personality you are dealing with. Now, if I had gone to her and if you are talking to her for 5 minutes and you are not sounding academic, you will see, she said, okay, we'll see you.
Yes.
Am I like that?
So that's what it is.
Yes, because for us,
Am I correct?
yes, high intelligence is one thing we pick
It will catch her straight.
So don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time telling you how.
But let's come to the bigger picture, where family curse or family feud. You know, over the years, somebody told me he was suffering something over the years for a crime he never knew. Two families were fighting and they never knew why they are even fighting. Only for them to find out in a diary. Somebody documented it. The man who caused the feud himself is the head of the family. And is an extended family who live virtually in a compound. And he documented it somewhere that this person's child slapped me. He documented it into the diary, and the child, his own children who saw it, now decided to use it, softly on the other side. So these are the kind of truth, that has been destroying people over the years. That's one family. Now you have society themselves, where my own village did something to your own village. And it transcends to generation. Something I was never part of, or you were never part of. And we begin to suffer for a crime we didn't know. When that truth comes out, should that truth come out, or should it just be buried the way it is? No.
I think in that case, it's better the truth comes out. And
more heads will roll.
More heads will roll. Let the heads roll. In fact, if possible, let some die.
But let's ask ourselves one question. If somebody comes out today and say to any of us, this is just a scenario, it's just a sin, and let's say to all of us, I killed your mother many years back, or I killed your father many years back, how will we react? Let me start from, how will you react? But your father is alive, nobody will kill him. I'm just painting a scenario.
I thought you want to ask me first. Let us.
Whoever wants to kill my father, the person is ready. I mean, the person should go ahead and do that, but that person will never have rest.
No, what I'm saying, if it comes today, for instance, maybe your father is late, you never knew what killed him. Only for somebody to show up on a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning and say, hey, people, I just came to confess. So, okay, what is it? What did you do? Many years back, this, I was the one that killed your father.
I poisoned him.
Yes, I poisoned him, or I arranged for his death. How would you react?
In the first place, the reaction is not going to be funny. Because for me, I would feel like
killing him back.
Killing the person back. That's the immediate reaction.
Yes. The man in the house.
Make sure you're not telling me where there's a cutlass by my side anyway. Because your head will go instantly. I know, I was going to make references just like a man telling who is his favorite child. Or the mother telling who is his favorite child. My daughters have asked me that question. Daddy, who is your favorite child? Can you tell your child?
No. I said, no, but that's one truth. But that's one truth you have to hide.
I'm going somewhere now.
Yeah.
You're running speed. Because you say there's some truth. There's some truth you will not say. That is why the richest place in the world is the grave.
Yes.
Do you know how many truths have gone down to the grave?
And ideas.
Even in government, we have files that they write
confidential, top secret.
Even that, people who manage those offices are strong melancholies who don't relate with anybody. You see them, low rangers, they don't even have friends, they don't go to parties, they live alone. They don't have anybody. Okay, there are what talk about the KGBs in Russia?
Wow. Yes.
Whatever. The KGBs, the CIAs.
We'll just have
So the Americans come and tell you the whole truth, nothing but.
If, for example, if I'm in a community where I know that truth is not being spoken, the way I will manage it, I have to flow with the people.
So when you roam, you behave like Romans.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
Because I know I may be endangered if I say the truth. So I just flow in.
So you won't even say it?
I will not say it. Let me die with my truth.
Okay.
Okay, the vehicle that drives the ability to manage it is called discretion.
That's the vehicle.
That's the vehicle. Discretion. Discretion is one aspect of human behavior that can be pardoned by God. It is adjudged to be wisdom in a way. Because they say wisdom is the principal thing that directs. So it's discretion directs you. Let your discretion, just he has just told his discretion. You cannot just go to a place where you know that if you do certain things, you'll be killed, even though it is right or wrong. You have to find a way. Use your discretion. Somebody comes to your house and say, "Hey, if you don't, I will shoot you now. If you don't, no, my daddy, my papa, the inside room." And you don't do that. My father is not around. I've not even seen him.